All right, so we back out here again. We're getting ready to make a base plate for this flagpole we worked on the other day. And what I got here is a piece of 1/2 inch steel plate. And what I got to do is I got to drill me some holes in this steel plate that's going to be mounted. I'm going to weld it to the bottom of that flagpole. And then I got to make me a base plate that I'm going to set in concrete. And then once it sets, I'll be able to set my flagpole down on the base plate that I made with the bolts and just bolt it down. So for right now, what we got the holes drilled. We got the holes marked where we want them. Ready? Hush! We got 2 dogs out here, German shepherds. Every time we come outside, they get to smelling you and they want to get out. They just sit over there and bark, just nonstop. So we already got my holes pre-marked where I want them, and I'm gonna put enough of them in here so I don't have to worry about nothing coming loose for sure. So we're gonna drill 8 3/4 holes, 3/4 of an inch. And I'm gonna drill the holes tight so my plate and my base plate and my plate that's gonna be welded on my column, they've got to line up just perfect if you got them holes tight. If you drill them and you got some slop in them, one hole, on this plate here, just I drilled this hole maybe a 7/8 of an inch, and then I got 3/4 bolts sticking up. Then I got a little bit of play. I can be off just a hair, and I can wiggle it down on there. But when you're drilling them hole for hole size, there ain't no room for no error. It's got to be exact. So I've been working. What's wrong with it? Why are you looking at the ground? Oh. So I've been working on the road pretty much all morning this morning, and I just got back. It's about a little bit after 3 something. So I'm gonna try to get this plate drilled, and I'm gonna try to get my base plate holes drilled and get it welded up before I quit. So I've already pretty much got the mailbox and the sign just about done. I ain't got a bunch of the videos up there yet. I got them, but I just ain't got them up there. And I'm not going to set it down there until I got some video camera on it where I can keep an eye on it. All right, this will be the last hole on this plate. So we get this and we'll start working on the base that's going to go in the concrete. All right, so we will wipe this off a minute. And whatever this here is going to be directional. So whatever way you build that base plate and drill it with it, I mean the holes they're going to go one way. So if you flip one of them upside down if you flip this upside down or turn it sideways from where I want that flag to be, when you get ready to bolt it up, your flagpole ain't gonna bolt up straight. So I want the flag to be flying at the back side towards my house, and the way I mount this thing on there and the way I set that piece in that concrete is going to determine how that flagpole bolts up, because there's different brackets welded on that flagpole. It's not any direction goes anywhere. It's got to go a certain way. And these holes are going to be so tight and precise that everything has got to be turned a certain way. So if you make a mistake and you put the piece in the concrete sideways, twist it around at 90 degrees, when you get ready to set that flagpole up and bolt it up, you're going to be sad because it ain't going to work. So we're going to try to make sure that don't happen. All right, so now what I got here is I just got some angle iron, I got some uh, I got some 1/4 inch by 2 inch angle line. And what I'm gonna do is I ain't gonna bother going there, cutting 45s and all that stuff on it. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna just butt them up and weld them and drill it. So, and I got more to weld too. It's less likely to twist. Um, so I'm not going to waste the time to cut the 45s and all that stuff. So what this is going to be, this is going to have some bolts in it. It's going to sit down in the concrete, and it's going to sit down in the concrete with some bolts in it. And I got some chain that I'm going to weld together with it, and we're going to make us something that will hold this flagpole down in the ground. So right now I need about 19 3/4. I need 2 pieces of angle 19 3/4. So we're just gonna do this. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to flip it over, and we're going to drill the holes in exactly through the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it right here. Let's see. That's going to be the top. So if that goes down, if this goes down in the concrete, that means this has got to be the bottom of that flagpole, not vice versa. This is going to be the bottom. And we say we're going to put this flag side. Same thing here. We've got market, flag, side. So when I flip it over, I'm going to take a drill bit and I'm going to make me a mark on the top of this, so I don't, even though that mark gets messed up, I'm not going to be trying to figure out which side is which, because once I unhook it, there's no way of knowing exactly which bolt holes is going to line up unless I put bolts in them. I just make me a little mark like that, and I know that's going to be facing my house. When I put this down in that concrete, I know these 2 marks right here, I want them facing back towards my house. If they're facing towards the highway, it ain't going to work. So what we do now, this thing's kind of hot. We don't trying to get burned here, so flip down just like that. So I already see a problem. I'm gonna have to notch it to get my bolts to go through there because my angle iron is the back side of my angle iron ain't gonna allow my bolt head to go through there. So we'll take care of that in a minute. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and pop the holes in it. And all I'm gonna do is just line my hole up. Make sure this thing is get down in there like I want it. We'll take this off for now. Alright, so that broke loose. It still should be good. Where's the dang vice grips at? There it is. Yeah. Some trash I put in there. Got some trash. My weld popped loose over there. Watch your eyes. Watch your eyes. Get a vise. I got a little vise here. My weld popped loose and caused it to get out a little bit. So see if I can fix it. Just depending on how much stick out you got on that bolt. If you got a lot of stick out on it, if it gets out of square a little bit, the higher it goes up, the further it's going to go out, and your stuff ain't going to line up. So my weld popped loose from my plate here a little bit. It'll cause a problem. So I'm going to see if I can get it to tighten back up here. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to run that drill back down through these three over here just to make sure I got them like I want them. If you get that metal too hot like that, just going to try to pull it on you. It'll probably be all right as far as the holes, but we're just going to double check them. I heard it when it popped a while ago. I didn't necessarily see it, but I heard it. Yeah, so we're close. All right, we're going to call that good. So what we got here is we got some 3/4 bolts. And I got some long ones and I got some short ones. And what I'm going to do, let's see how many I got. I got 2, 4, 5 long ones. I meant 5 short ones. We got 5 short ones. 6. I got 5 short ones. I might have to get a couple more long ones. I do need 2 more. Because that one, it ain't even a 3/4, that's a metric. So it probably won't even fit in that hole. That's a bigger bolt. I ain't gonna use it because I have to drill a different size. So what I'll probably do is we'll save this near. This is a metric bolt, got tied up with some of the other ones. We don't need it. We ain't gonna use it. We'll save that one. We got two that's about 6 inches. What we're gonna do is put them two in the center. Where did I say the flag was gonna be at? Which is gonna be the flag side. This is back. This is the flag side. So I want about a good inch. I want to be able to put a good washer on there and still have a couple of threads sticking up when I get done with it. So I'm thinking somewhere about there. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe there. Well, let's do this. We're going to put a nut on the bottom of it. Shorten it up. If I had that nut there. Yes, that ain't going to give me enough. So if I put that nut there, we ain't going to have enough to do what we need to do. So we don't want that. But at the same time, I don't want to weld it in there and get it tilted at an angle. So we're trying to put it where we want it and just let it hang straight down. Yeah. So if we had it there, we'll just try one of them just for kicks. And I know you can buy anchor bolts and put them in cement and do this and that, but this project here is mainly being built out of stuff I already got laying around. So, all right. And I don't want to do a whole lot of welding and then come find out I can't get my plate back off. So we can always, I don't necessarily want to wall the holes at all, but at the same time, now this is where I think I got the problem at with the shorter bolts. I may have to go get the longer bolts anyway. Yeah, they'll fit. Let's do that. that there. I was going to put it at an angle. I don't want it to be at an angle. I want to be there. What's all that noise? Somebody in that trailer park over there? All right, so we'll just lay them bolt holes right there. They're telling they make too much noise. Yeah. They're making too much noise. I think they're getting half killed up there. Huh? All right. Now what we want to do is we want to cut the weld loose on the plate and see if we can get the plate to come up off of the bolt. So I think what I need to do first is flip the plate over and make sure that I got a good tack on that bolt. So when I take the plate loose, it don't try to move a little bit. I don't want to weld it solid just yet, but I want a good enough tack on it that it ain't gonna move. Yeah. It busted.
It sprayed it.
You can put it up for now. That's all I got. the holes are so tight that I mean you got to come up straight up with it, or it ain't gonna come up. And I may just leave it like that because when I have that flagpole up in the air, I'm gonna be hanging straight up and down. So I got I got the weight of the crane holding it straight up and down right here. I don't have anything to pick it up straight with. That's why you see it, they tight. So tight. I don't want to pull on it so much that I mess up my threads, but I'm gonna just keep wiggling it until I get it out. Like I said, I think it's this one bolt right here on the end is the main problem. I'll wiggle these two on the back side out. I'm gonna mount this a little. So they're so tight that I probably will go on the back side. Take your hand there. All right, so we got it popped back up. But the deal is now we've got to keep this thing lined up with wherever I cut those slits at, which is going to be on this back side over here. Where to cut them? Cut them on the bottom. On which side? As I said, that was going to be my flag side, whichever side it was. It was going to be my flag side. And it looks like I got it right here. Flag side. Yep, there's my two marks. So this is going to be the bottom of my flagpole. This is going to be the bottom of the flagpole. And when I weld it onto that flagpole, I need to weld this part to that flagpole. And it needs to line up right here on this corner. So this, we'll cut two slits here. All right, so that right there. This is going to be the flag side, so I know this goes towards the back of the house. And I'll ride on it again while I got it flipped upside down the right way now. When I set it down there in the concrete, back side toward the house. And I'll put flag side toward the house. Flag side. All right, so right here, I know exactly where I'm going to make it line up at. Now what I want to do is I want to go right here and I'm going to center it up. So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to say whatever I got from here to here. I got 19 7/8. So 19 7/8. That's going to be my flag side. So I need the center of 24, which would be 12. And then I need half of 19 7/8, which is going to be 19 15/16. That's about right, 19 15/16. So it's just a hair, a 16th short of 10. 10 and 10 makes 20. 19 7/8, take away an 8, take a 16th off of each 10. That leaves you 9 15/16. So this is going to be my top mark here. I'm going to come here again, and I'm going to get me a mark. That way when I pick up this thing and center it up, wherever my center's at, and that little thing there is not in the center all the way. I thought it was, but it ain't quite in the center. I ended up going with the top part up there instead of the bottom. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna come right here again. So that would be 9 15/16. So I come from the edge there. That's gonna be 21 15/16. So I'll come right here, 21 15/16. 21 15/16. That's your one of mine. All right, so we're going to try to get us a better mark here than that. I can't hardly see that. All right, so we got us a mark here. And what I want to be is I want to be square with the front. I don't care about the bottom, that little angle gusset. If it's not straight here, it don't make me any difference. I want to be, my center bolt, I want it to be in center line where my flag's going to be at. So that way I can do this. That way I can line up my plate on the concrete. Because I can't, it'd be hard for me to take my plate on the concrete and try to twist it at an angle and get it right. I want it straight. We're just gonna mark us a square center line down it, and then we may even go as far as here. Let's see what it is sideways and see if we're just trying to get an idea mark here. And I can't weld it on just yet because I ain't done putting my wires in there. So 19 7/8 the same way. So we're gonna mark it, but we ain't gonna weld it on just yet because I got to put a Cat 6 wire in there and I got to put a 12-2 wire in there for power. So we're gonna come over here the same thing, and we're gonna go 9 15/16, and we'll pull from there 19 7/8. And these are just estimated marks here to go by. It ain't nothing set in stone. If I need to move my piece of steel, I'll move it when I get ready to weld it up there. But this is a guide mark to kind of put me where I need to be at. And I want to go with the inside. I got to get me another square. This square here has been cut on. Outside of it ain't 100% square. I had another old rusty one around here somewhere. I don't know where it went to. You got any idea? close. Same thing on the other side. We'll pull 19 7/8. All right. Now this will be welded to the top, flag side, center line down through there. So we're basically going to line the center. We're basically going to line the center up with the center of this right here. So this is more center than this is center. So we're going to end up lining it up pretty much with here. If we have to pull us a string line there and make us a dot here to get us a line, that's what we'll do. And we got us a center line right here, so we'll go by that.